I don't want to get too crass in here, but I'll tell the story anyways. But we have 3 kids. They're all here. My wife's here, and I hope she's not in here because she's not going to be happy with me. And so we've had 3, she's had 3 children. And so for my first 2, we had like intercessor lady friends that were in there with us. And I don't know how, so we had intercessor lady friends in there. And so during the childbirth, I was just by her head the whole time, like, you know, loving on her and telling her how great she was, and she's the most amazing woman ever and beautiful, and I'm a horrible man, or whatever else she needed to hear in the moment, you know? Whatever brought peace to her. But I wasn't down by the action for the first 2. But for my boy, my 3rd one, it was just us in there. We didn't have anybody else come in. It was just us and the doctor. And this time I was down by the action. And I got to figure out, this is going to be a powerful point. Hang with me. So I experienced something that I'd never experienced with the first 2. There is a moment in childbirth where the head of the child, the baby, my boy, my son, the head of my son, just the very top of his head, you can see for the first time. It's the first moment that you physically lay eyes on your child. An incredible moment. Incredible. Like the only time you've seen your child is like in a sonogram, which is super depressing. Because they show you this picture and say, here's your child, and it looks like an alien. You think I'm supposed to think they're cute, but I'm really hoping something happens before that child comes out. We're having an alien baby, sweetie. This is the first time that I can see with my own eyes what I've fallen in love with for 9 months in that womb. Man, I talked to my kid, I sung to my kid, I poked my kid, I've interacted with my kid, I've named my kid, I got my kid's room ready, I did everything. But it's the first time that I actually physically see the baby. An incredible moment. Do you want to know why we're here in New York? We're here in New York because I just want to come and say, listen, in America, right now, I believe that what we have been praying for, what we have been crying out for, what we have been pounding on heaven's door for, an awakening in a generation, I can see it with my own eyes. There is a generation in America right now that are giving themselves fully to Jesus, everything in consecration to Him. As we travel across America, I am seeing them with my own eyes, completely abandoned to Jesus. And I'm saying, that's it, right there. I can see the head of this baby. I can see with my own eyes the generation that we've been praying for. It's right there. I come into places like this and experience your worship, and I think this is it. I can see with my own eyes the generation that we have been asking God to raise up, fully abandoned to you. But in that moment of childbirth, where you can see the head of the baby, there's only one thing to do there. Like, it is not the time to be distracted. It's not the time to go catch up on your emails. It's not the time to grab a bag of potato chips and watch Days of Our Lives. It's not the time to do anything. Push. That's it. There's one agenda. Nothing else in the universe matters at that moment. Nothing else. There's only one thing that matters. It's push. Just push. I just want to come tonight and say, listen to me, there is a generation in America that God is awakening. I can see it with my eyes. We have been around this nation right now, cities all over this nation. It is the same everywhere we go. There is a generation that is giving themselves fully to Jesus for His glory. And I just want to say, listen, in cities, we have to push. It is not time to be distracted. You have to recognize the moment when you see the head of the baby. There's nothing else to do. That's the moment we're in. That's the time that you're in right now.